Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how I achieved this summery neon makeup with the Norvina cake liners. So if you would like to find out how I achieved this makeup, then just keep on watching. Let's get summer ready. I actually did film this video yesterday and then I got the footage of my camera and realized I accidentally changed the camera settings and the whole video was overexposed. Not great. So let's do it again today, purely because the makeup look is very simple, beginners friendly, and it's such like a summery happy makeup look that I want you guys to see it. And because it's so simple, I'm actually going to start off with my base. So all of you that start your makeups off with your base first, you're going to be happy. Let's start off with the Revolution SPF 30 Protecting Boost for normal to oily skin. This isn't going to be your affordable makeup tutorial, sorry about that, but I'm just feeling Jouer high essential coverage, because you know me, I'm obsessed with full coverage, but I want my skin to look nice and healthy. This is like nice and full coverage, but it feels very light on the skin and it looks very thin. That's why I like it so much. And what I do with this to achieve that light look is focus the foundation on my problematic areas first, and then I buff the residue everywhere else. So you can see majority of that pigment is on my jaw, and then when there's not much left in the brush, I just spread it everywhere else. And because it's so full coverage, you get like full coverage in your problematic areas and then like a medium everywhere else. And of course, to get that summer vibe going, I'm going to cream contour and cream bronze. I'm taking my favourites, the Fast Base Foundation Stick in F14 and the Matte Base Concealer in 13.5. There's just something about bronzing your face that like, it gets me going, you know. Until I bronze my face, I feel like a potato. For my concealer, yet another product from Revolution. Revolution kills it. I'm using Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer today, and I'm the shade 4.5. I'm using this both under my eyes, and I'm going to prime my lids with it. In my video that I filmed yesterday, I tried the Fit Me Loose setting powder for the very first time, and I just want to ask you whether you can get this in your country or not, because if you can't get this, there's no point in me using it really, but I actually quite like this. I'm going to set with it today. I'm actually using a little bit to set my lid as well. There won't be any eyeshadow today, it's just liner, so it makes sense to do that. Look how good this base looks. So good. I love this foundation. The only thing I don't like about this foundation is that it does clog my pores. Time to blush, and my favourite product at the moment isn't even a blush. I love using Jeffree Star Jawbreaker. By the way, the drama, I don't care about it. I only care about the makeup. I'm using the Jawbreaker palette, and I'm going to dip my brush into FUCK and mix in a little bit of Wow. I love the mixture of these two shades. I then dab a little bit just to mix them in, and then I blush my cheeks and the bridge. It looks very cutesy, very fresh. I love it. I love how my ears are sticking out. For my highlighter today, I'm dipping into Anastasia Amrezy highlight. I want to be blinding, and this is blinding. Shade could be just a smidge lighter. I know it's a little bit more inclusive this way. I understand that being this particular shade, it's a little bit more inclusive, so I get it. So I'm not moaning about it, I just wish I had a little bit less of a, what's it called? And I always like to take my damp sponge and blend it in. Nothing blends like a damp sponge. Don't you just love when there's a delivery but you're filming? I do too. I'm finished with my base, thankfully, and I'm going to move on to my brows. I want to brush through them first. I always like to do that just in case there's like a bit of powder in there, unnecessary foundation residue. And now I'm going to take my currently favourite product, Revolution Soap Brow. I love this. It's essentially soap for your brows. If you have not seen this before, all you need is a little bit of water. I actually like to spritz the actual container, the soap. And then I take my spoolie. I do prefer a spoolie. You do get like a toothbrush kind of thing. Don't like that. And then I just work some of that soap into my spoolie. And all you need to do is brush that soap through your brows. I have been really enjoying super fluffy brows, and this is the product that will help you achieve that. And then I'm going to let that sit for a couple of minutes. It needs to dry just a little bit, and then I can really brush it through and make them really, really fluffy. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes. Let's brush these up. My mistake before was I didn't let it dry and I didn't let it sit. When it's too wet, when it's immediately from the palette and on your brows, it doesn't actually hold as well. And I personally could leave my brows there, but I'm not going to. I like to add a little bit more definition into them and mimic hair. So what I do is take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown, and I take a very, very, very thin angled brush. I don't dip in it because then it like flattens the bristles. I want them to be as sharp as possible. You want them to come to a point, and then all I do is try and mimic hair strokes. And that's pretty much all I need to do. Because my brows are pretty full naturally. I mean, they're not like model brows, but such a minimal effort but makes such a difference. I love my brows like this lately. I don't know why. Let me know what you think of my brows. And now finally the fun part. The very electric liners. I recently bought this ABH Norvina collection electric cake liners, and I've actually been enjoying using these. They are essentially face paint, and well, oh, they stink. They straight up smell of fish, and all you need is a couple of brushes. I went with 2 liner brushes and an angled brush because that's all I have. How you use these is you can dampen your brush or your cake liners. I like to spray the cake liners, and you need a little bit of water on them, just enough, not too much but not too little. They just don't glide as well if they're not wet enough. I'm going to start with the yellow. I want to highlight and create a faux inner corner. So I use the shape of the brush to my advantage, and I create a line straight from my upper lid down outside my inner corner, and then I'm going to elongate it a little bit more actually, and then I want to take it back in on my lower lash line like so. So you have almost, if you like maths, it's like a 40-degree angle. Well, maybe 45. And here's the very fun part. I was actually inspired to create this look by Alice King Makeup. She did this purpley yellow liner, and I love it, and I'm going to recreate it with these cake liners. I'm going to start with the pink. I want it to be the center of attention, so I'm taking my liner brush and dipping it into the pink shade. And what you want to do is go from your outer corner of your upper lid you want to go up as if you want to join it to the end of your brow. Stop about an inch out, then create a very small dot in the center of your lid. This will help you a little bit. And what you want to do is follow the natural crease of your eye as a guide. And then as you're very close to the liner, you want to go back up to join it. And then again, from middle, you want to follow the natural crease. And then I'm going to stop short when it comes to the yellow portion. I'm not going to join it. And honestly, you could leave it there if you feel like it. However, I feel like the way the two liners intertwine is very cool. And that's what we're doing today. Let's take that green and create the other liner. With this, what you want to do is line it with the outer corner of your lower lash line. Start from there, follow the line of the pink liner, and then just stop before the end of the pink liner. And then again, what you want to do is create a small dot, follow the natural crease as a guide. Because these are water-based, I would not advise going on top of one another because they will mix. Oh, it kind of managed it. I actually went through the pink liner. Looks pretty cool. Okay. I take it back. And since the green is so close to my actual crease, I'm just going to give it a minute so it dries. I don't want it to transfer. To complete the look, I'm going to add some mascara onto my lashes, both top and bottom. If you could put these cake liners in your waterline, that would be everything, because I can just see that neon yellow in the waterline with like pretty much every single look. I would love that. But again, because they're water-based, you don't want to put them in your waterline because it's just going to disappear. Also, don't cry with this makeup on because, again, it's going to smudge. It's water-based. That's the only thing I don't like about these cake liners. They are essentially face paint, if you think about it. So, is it worth paying 34 quid for them? I don't know. If you can get Snazaroo that has those type of colours, those shades, that intensity, then probably not, because you don't get that much. I think I might not even wear lashes, because why do it? For the lips, I'm going to take Yes Ma'am liquid lipstick from Jeffree Star to complete my pink fantasy, to create this neon fantasy. Okay you guys, so here it is. This is my summer neon makeup look I achieved with the Norvina cake liners. Let me know what you think of this makeup look down below. And just like I said in the video, you don't need these to achieve this look. If you can't afford these, use your liquid lipstick if they are eye safe. Use your eyeshadow and foil it. Scrape a lot of eyeshadow onto your brush, onto your angled brush, spray it with a little bit of setting spray, and you should be able to create something very similar. So don't worry if you can't afford these. They are good. I like them a lot. But again, just like I said, they are essentially face paint. So do you need these? Probably not. As always, I would love to know what you think of this makeup look, what you think of the video. Bear in mind, I did film it again today for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. I hope to see you next time.